part 2. Here we go. We got the old Craftsman Radial Saw. Things all tore apart here. Trying to make her. She was an awful mess to begin with. Got a new blade ready for it. Took off all the guards. You can see it still needs a little bit more cleaning there. I got her soaking. But I got it all nice and clean here and everything. She's a little bit scuffed up here. But that's all right. That's just a coating. But on top, she looks nice. And but now I got to get that nut off of there, and that you have to take that off counterclockwise. So right now, as you can see, that's only an 8-inch blade they got on there. It's a 10-inch miter saw with a 8-inch blade. There's what it should need. Got her all fixed at the back there, pretty good now. Got a little more rust right here I got to take off. At least I was got it going up and down now, so it works good, and it turns nice. So yeah, she's coming along. So just have to get this all cleaned up now, and we'll be all set. Now we'll see if we can get that blade off. So, rusted on there pretty good. I don't know how long it's been on there. Usually put another length on there and leave her like that. Might be able to lower her a bit there. At least she's starting to free up a little bit. Yeah. Put the blade on there. See if we can get this pipe wrench. This is counterclockwise, as I said. Get that, so tighten her up, see if she comes loose. No good. No good if we can't put a saw blade on her. But she did. There we go. I don't have a, what do you call it, a wrench that size. I got one, but it's not, I think it's in my other shed somewhere. Yeah, she's rusted up, but at least she's coming off, which is a good thing. Yeah. Kind of wore up a bit, but these are two things here. You got one goes on there, and you the other goes on, they go together, holds the blade, stabilizers. You can even buy wider ones for them, bigger ones if you want, like that, and then put that big around, and then they'll in doing so they'll cover the blade a lot bigger. That goes on like so, but you can get ones twice that size, which will make the blade more solid. But I've never had no issues. I'll take this here off the coating. Put this brand new blade on her. Yep. See, now let's go this way. Just the opposite. If you didn't do that, then it could come loose when the saw is going. Yep. And whenever I'm doing these, I always put my gloves on. So just best to be a little safe than sorry with these things. There. That should hold her. Yeah. So I'm just seeing if I can polish this up a little bit. Make it look a little nicer. I'm not even sure I want to put them things back on there all like I had it. Like they want you to. I never had them all them guards on there with my other one. And truth be told, when they come up with it, they didn't have guards for them. It's starting to look a little better. Yeah. That looks a lot nicer. I couldn't even hardly read them numbers on here before. Oh, they're all pretty nice. Another little trick I learned is like these saws here can be tipped, like bend a little bit. So you want to make sure this is straight up and down, so you're cutting a nice straight line. And the way I do that is show you. I just take a saw blade, go along like that. So let's see if you can see that, and yeah. So if there's no gaps in here, it's all nice and straight. Which this one's is. Yeah, she's out just a smidgen, and that's where this adjustment is. So you just leave that, so you can move it up and down. So once we got her a little bit, maybe give that a little bit down in there too. There we go. Got a little bit more around there when I give her a little turn. Seems to be all right. Maybe give her There we go. That's nice. That should just lock into place good, solid. When you let that go, you can just adjust the bevels you want. It's got a gauge here. Marks it from 0 all the way down to a 90-degree angle. So now, as you can see, she's all cleaned up nice. This works good. You just bring that up and cut. Bring that up, cut. So you want to keep this here blade of the saw. You want a little groove right in there. So you want a groove in here so that the saw follows it, so that the wood on top is going to cut all the way through. So that's a little bit of a trick for a secret. A lot of people doesn't do that just right. They either get this groove in here too deep, and then it makes things worse. You just want it so it just goes in there. Maybe oh, I don't know, thickness of a quarter that way, you know, and then it just can slide right along. So that's good, but my table's a little wobbly here, so I gotta spray all them legs so that I can adjust them. But I've been doing it, but they're not. After a couple of days of sitting with WD-40, maybe they'll all loosen up. You want to make sure that table is solid. So I guess I don't really mind that guard on here. Be all right, I guess. Let's try a piece of wood. I'll go get something. So we can just leave her over here, put her up against the fence, turn her on. Nice and smooth. Yep. Now they got that guard at the back. I don't really need that to fall down that way, just enough to stop the sawdust from coming out. Instead of blows it around. It's got a nice shield there, so if I hook up a vacuum, it stops it from blowing out that way and forces it to come up around and out here into the shop back, which is a good thing. I'm kind of happy with that. But anyways, just cuts pretty nice now. All cleaned up. Can't get much better than that. Oh, I'm pretty happy with it. So there you go. An old radial arm saw I rescued that everybody thought was ready for the boneyard, and fixed her up, put a new blade on her. Hey, I like it. So I got a couple old hinges here. I'm going to get them working good. Most people would just throw them in the dump, but you know, I bet you these darn things would cost you around $10, $15 a piece. They're good heavy duty ones. So yeah. So we'll just take that. We're going to set them aside over there. I'm going to measure what we need here. So 38 and a half, 38, let's just say 38 inches. Let's go with that height. So since we got this new saw all fixed up, let's see how that cuts. 38 inches. Let's see if I can find the pencil here. There we go. 38 inches, 38 inches right there. Oh. See, if I had that, a nice little thing, I can hold that. That'll help me hold that. So instead of going up and down, right? So we're gonna fix that problem here today. Put my glasses on, see if this old saw still works good since I fixed her. Pretty nice. That should do it all right. So we got wanted to go over something like that. Get that. Maybe this end is a little better for a hinge. Yeah. Maybe like that. Okay. So we want them hinges to go. So I'll just, now I got that on, I'll just put one of these on here just to hold it. There. See how that goes. So, that should be all right. I'll just get another piece of wood here and put her down there. See if we can put another hinge on it so that it'll come up. When it's closed, it'll just go up that way. We're supposed to. is perfect. It's just that I made it just a smidgen too long. Would have been a lot better if I didn't, George. Why don't you fix it? All right, we'll do that. So anyways, now that I cut that a little shorter. It goes up like that. Be all right. Got a nice thing now. After the head. I like it. Put some more screws underneath it here.
That's always put just maybe one in, that way, until you get it perfect.
There. That should do her. I hope so. I'm getting tired. Yeah, anyway, I think that's a pretty neat idea, if I do say so myself. Them screws are no good, so get rid of them. Like that. There. Can't get better than that. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. Good day's work. Got the old miter saw all fixed up, and now I got something to hold things. I could put a little bit of a thing on there on the back of it, just to be another fence if I wanted to. I might just do that. That wouldn't take nothing. Maybe I'll do that for another day. Huh. But for now, that's pretty good. I can just lay her on here now. And good. That's what I like to see. All homemade. Just a simple little thing. But it's good for a small shop. Now when I want her, I just fold her up. Don't even need nothing to hold it. To hold itself right there. Could even bring a little something if I wanted to, make it there, but I think that's all right. So I'm happy with that. There. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Yeah. Well, yeah. Old Rag's got enough WD-40 on it to clean anything. Got all that done. Now, tomorrow I can start doing things. I got another little project for my wife is cut out a couple snowmen, Santa Clauses and things like that. So and then she's going to paint them up. So I'll show you how that turns out when we get them all said and done. Maybe I'll take a video of it if I remember, and of how I cut them out on the scroll saw. So that chair's looking inviting. Yeah. So anyways, that's it for the night, and thanks for watching.